Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Exam Buddy. Now let's do our assignment Indoor Air Pollution Week 12 Assignment 12. So the first question is, which of the following is a potential drawback of using electronic filtration system indoors? So these are the option: high level of noise, generate ozone as a byproduct, poor efficiency in particulate matter removal, damaging air ducts. So let's check the answer of our first question. So question first, electrostatic precipitation disadvantage, ozone production by the high voltage. So the answer of our first question is B, generate ozone as a byproduct. Now let's go to our question number 2. Which of the following is true for building related illness, BRI? So these are the option, and now let's check the answer of our second question. So question second, difference between SBS and BRI. BRI symptoms are diagnosable. So the answer of our second question is C. Now let's go to our question number 3. Activated carbon filters for control gaseous pollutants in indoor air depends on the mechanism of dash. These are the option: electrostatic precipitation, catalytic conversion, physical adsorption, ultraviolet photolysis. So let's check the answer of our third question. So question third, gaseous pollutants controlled by sorption, adsorption, capture of organic or inorganic pollutants by physical or chemical means on free surfaces, physical adsorption. So the answer of our third question is C. Now let's go to our question number 4. Inadequate ventilation in buildings most commonly leads to the accumulation of. So these are the option, and the answer of our fourth question is B, carbon dioxide, volatile organic compounds, VOCs, and biological contaminants. Now let's go to our question number 5. How does microalgae improve indoor air quality? So these are the option. And now let's check the answer of our fifth question. So question fifth, botanical technologies, microalgae reactors. So microalgae fix CO2 during photosynthesis using light as energy source, releasing O2 to the ambient air. So the answer of our fifth question is B, absorb and metabolize gaseous pollutants such as CO2. Now let's go to our question number 6. The most widely used photocatalyst in air pollution control is. So these are the option, and the answer of our sixth question is C, TiO2. Now let's go to our question number 7. What is the role of the root zone in plant-based air purification system? So these are the option, and the answer of our seventh question is B, serves as a medium for microbial degradation of pollutants. Now let's go to our question number 8. Which ventilation strategy relies on natural pressure differences, wind and buoyancy rather than fans? So these are the option: natural ventilation, mechanical ventilation, filtration, electrostatic precipitation. So let's check the answer of our eighth question. So question 8, ventilation, natural ventilation, placement of opening doors and windows. So the answer of our eighth question is A, natural ventilation. Now let's go to our question number 9. A hospital retrofits the entire building HVAC system with HEPA filters and centralized mechanical ventilation to control infections. This represents pollution control at which scale? So these are the option: urban scale, personal scale, room scale, building scale. So let's check the answer of our ninth question. So question 9, building scale air quality control strategies. Building scale filtration and disinfection by HVAC system reduce microbe generation and grow in HVAC ducts. So the answer of our ninth question is D, building scale. Now the 10th question is, in quantum infiltration and ventilation processes are modeled to. So these are the option. And now let's check the answer of our 10th question. So question 10, quantum air flows, infiltration, room to room air flows by mechanical means. So the answer of our 10th question is C. Now submit your answer. Thank you friends for watching our video.